National Assembly Bill number 21. Honorable Speaker, when you read the memorandum and objects of and reasons for the bill, is basically a bill to provide for coordination of public institutions involved in the control of food and food safety. In short, and the long and the short of it, Honorable Speaker, is that the bill seems to be a superintendent bill, and indeed the holder of the main office, the holder of the office created here, is called a controller, is essentially a superintendent bill. Honorable Speaker, Article 43, 1C of the Constitution of Kenya places food security, hygiene, and acceptable standard as one of the social or economic right, economic and social right. So obviously at any given time, we must pursue and ensure that the consumers of food in this country, the end consumers of food in this country, receive food that meets local standards and international standards. Honorable Speaker, standards for any product in this country falls within the realm of the standard architecture, and the body authorized to approve those standards is the Standards Council. So, Honorable Speaker, the mere contemplation, the mere even thinking by the executive, by the government, so to speak, to bring this bill in the House today is an acknowledgement, an acknowledgement that the bodies that have got authority to oversee food safety, to oversee feed safety, have failed short of expectation. It's not that we do not have the laws, Honorable Speaker. It's not that we do not have the regulations, Honorable Speaker. It's not that we do not have the inspectors and the competent people, Honorable Speaker. It is simply because we appreciate and agree that as a country we have failed, because we have continuously said that in this country what we lack is the will to enforce the existing laws, is not the lack of the laws. So, Honorable Speaker, in essence, we are creating another bureaucracy. We are creating another unnecessary bureaucracy simply because we have not had the courage to tell those who are in charge of the so-called competent authorities, Honorable Speaker, mentioned in the first schedule. The competent authorities mentioned in the first schedule, and these the competent authorities, Honorable Speaker, is the ministry responsible for matters relating to public health and medical services. If they have done their work as required under international standards, professional requirements, there will be no need of this office we are creating today. Honorable Speaker, is the ministry responsible for matters relating to veterinary services, crop development, and livestock development. The ministry responsible for matters relating to fisheries, Agriculture and Food Authority, the Kenya Dairy Board, the Kenya Plant Health Inspectorate Services, the Pest Control Product Board, the Fertilizer and Animal Food Board, the National Biodiversity Authority, the Kenya Bureau of Standards. And of course, Honorable Speaker, in a way indirectly, you must also add Kenyans in that list. Honorable Speaker, we are creating a prefect, let me call him in short, we are creating a prefect who will be nosing all over, asking, have you done your work? Have you done your work? If you have not done your work, why have you not done your work? Is simply going to walk around looking for areas of overlap between these various competent authorities. Honorable Speaker, we do not need to create an office to do that. The Attorney General is there, the respective departmental committees of Parliament are here, we have professional bodies all over there. Why can't you identify all this? Honorable Speaker, as the intention might be good, but we are taking the wrong approach. We are creating another layer of bureaucracy, and whenever bureaucracy upon bureaucracy, you end up with a system that does not serve the intention of the people. Many of my colleagues who have contributed here seems to have a wrong misconception about the structure of this bill. They think the controller will be working in various places to check whether the feed is safe, whether the food is safe. No. My colleagues need to read the act clearly, need to read the bill clearly. It is simply saying we are creating somebody who will be waking up today when he's idle, goes to AFA to check, are you doing your mandate? Yet Parliament here, that's the work of Parliament, to oversight the various state departments. Again, the mere thing of bringing this is an indictment that Parliament has failed, that members of Parliament have failed in their role as of oversight. We are not able to question because we are driven by this thing called the tyrant of numbers, sijui loyalty, sijui what and what, things that add no value to us as a country. Honorable Speaker, if you look at this act again, bill, it proposes to amend various principal acts. Actually, in a way, again, this is like omnibus. It's a miscellaneous amendment bill that speaks to amend all those kind of other things, which would have been done in another more elaborate manner and without any particular way. Honorable Speaker, I can see here we are simply creating jobs for the boys. We are looking jobs for the boys because some of the things that the controller is supposed to do. Let me tell you, Honorable Speaker, when you go to clause 24, it reads 24:1. The controller in consultation with relevant competent authorities shall designate a laboratory as a reference laboratory for conformity testing. That is a role, Honorable Speaker, already donated to KENAS, Kenya National Accreditation Services. And in the year 2020, we passed that bill. In 2019, we passed that bill here. It's an act, and we have an authority by that title. So, Honorable Speaker, what is it that we are trying to do here? Honorable Speaker, when you look at what has provided here, the powers and the duties of the controller, it's cosmetic, it's superfluous, it's of no value. All that he can do is write a report to the cabinet secretary in charge of the competent authority, and that's the end of the story. There's no provision for sanctions. There's no provisions to ensure that everything is done. We are creating a research body, so to speak, to document failures. We are preparing a body to document which hunting, who is not working every day, or a snitch who will be walking around and say, yesterday, I found rotten meat in butcher XYZ in Karumaindo. Where is the public health officer of the county government of Nairobi who did not go to check that particular meat? Whoever drafted this bill, Honorable Speaker, should have done much better than this. If they truly feel that the competent authorities mentioned in Schedule 1 are not working, what was the best way would have been, Honorable Speaker, to basically review and look where the lacuna is, where the shortfalls are, and simply ensure that that's done. When you look at, for example, at clause 18, when they are doing verification, they are saying conduct of inspections, taking of samples and conducting analysis. There is the government chemist, that is work. Why would you again ask the controller to do that kind of thing? Staff health and hygiene. The administration, there's a public health department in the county governments that does that. Honorable Speaker, this is just a duplicitous process. We are creating tough wars, and unless the two committees, which are headed very competent members of parliament who have gone to school and understand things, they need to look at this bill critically and really give it a thorough shot, because that's what we are here. As Honorable Miss has indicated, we are creating a bill that is not capable of being enforced, being implemented, and is just going to be on paper, like when we have so many of them. And I can assure Honorable Speaker, in a matter of few months, the whole same lead of majority will stand there and bring amendments to this.
Thank you, Honorable Dr. Undo. The Honorable Adan Haji, MP for Mandera West.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me